Hey there, welcome back to this playlist on Tosca 2024. So we have been discussing about all the latest features recently introduced into Tosca, and we are specifically looking into the 2024.2 release. So let's move on to our next topic, and this is about the reading and verifying of QR and barcode on your web applications. Now, we had a similar topic, but that was reading the QR and barcode on the PDF files. So we were able to read those QR and barcodes on the PDF as well as we were able to verify them. But now, with this version of Tosca, Tosca has extended that functionality to the web pages. So now we can do the same thing in the web application as well. So let's look at this particular module and let's understand what are the different module attributes and how we can use it in a real-time scenario. So let's go ahead and load our project, and then we'll go into the test cases, features, where we are working with all the different features. So here I will be creating a new test case, and I will name this read web QR codes. Okay. And then we will add or search for the specific module. So if I search with QR, then you will see here we have got two modules, read web QR barcode, and then we have got a similar one for PDF. So we have already seen the PDF, but this one will have some additional module attributes, right? So let's look at them. So here, if I open here, you will see there are two main module attributes. So one is the search criteria, and then one is the QR barcode. So in the search criteria, either we can give the title or we can give the URL and the window index. If there are multiple websites with the same title, then you can also provide the window index, right? So let's look at a real-time scenario here. So this is a website which has got a number of barcodes, and then at the end it has also got a QR code. So we'll try to find out or verify some of the barcode and QR code on this particular page. So what I will do is I will take this title of this page, or I can also take the URL. So let's take the title here and we'll say sample barcode, and then we will use a regular expression. I don't want to type the whole title here. And then I can also use the window index as one, although I've got just one web page, so it won't matter. So these are the two things which we can mention here. And then coming to the next module attribute, which is the QR barcode. So here it is pretty similar to what we have done in PDF. So here we need to choose a type. So there is the barcode option, the QR code option, and then all means it will try to select all the codes, which is barcode and QR code, right? So let's start with the barcode. And here we will have to choose index. So either we can put a number like 1, 2, or 3, or we can put the first and last. Okay. So let's try to use this last option here. So it will try to select the last barcode on this particular page. Okay. So here, if I see this is the last barcode, right? So it will try to select this particular barcode. So now coming back here in the value of, either I can do a buffer in order to store this particular barcode value into a buffer, or if I know the value, then I can also verify. So currently I'm not aware of what that particular value is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to store it into a buffer, which is called the br underscore last. So this is how we can read the barcode on the website. So let's go ahead and run this. Okay, so the test case failed. Let's look at what went wrong here. So if I look at the scratchbook and in the log info, then okay, so we haven't defined a test configuration parameter, as you can see here in the log info. So you have to define a test configuration parameter for browser, and also you have to put the browser name. Okay, so I always tend to forget this, so do keep in mind if you're working with these modules. So let's go back to our test configuration tab, and here we can add a test configuration parameter. We can select the value as browser, and then we can choose any browser. We are working with Chrome, so we'll keep it Chrome here, and that should resolve the issue. So let's go ahead and run this again. Okay, so this time around the test case passed, and if I look at the scratchbook on the right hand side, so you will see that the test case has passed. And if we try to look at the value with this particular buffer in the log info, so it has been set to this particular value, and the same value is appearing here in the barcode, right? So once I know that, I can also verify it by changing the action mode to verify. Now similarly, we can also work with the QR code. So here, instead of the barcode, I will choose the QR, and then in the index I can choose the first QR code, and in the value again I'm going to buffer this because I'm not aware of what that QR code is. So I will say the QR code here as the buffer name, and then let's run this all together. So again, the test case passed, and if we try to look at the second test, right? So here, if we look at the value, so the buffer with a name QR code has been set to this particular value, which is the URL. Now, if you want to verify that, you can just hover above this particular QR code image, and you can see the URL on the bottom, or you can also just open that particular QR code in a link, and it should open that particular website or whatever value is there in that particular QR code, right? So this is how you can read any QR or barcode on a web page, and you can also buffer them. You can also verify them using this particular module, which has been recently added into Tosca 2024.2. That's all for this particular video. If you have any questions, then please leave it in the comments. If you like this video, then please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.